Well, it's a nice day out. It's still cold, but I wanted to show how far I am with the Honda. I haven't ridden it about a year. I had a problem with the vacuum lines, and I want to show you what can happen if your bike doesn't run well, or you've checked everything in the world, okay, and the carburetor's not running well, this or that, you don't know what's going on. This is a problem I have run into. If your bike sits for 6 months or whatever it is, there's a lot of little critters that can go inside the line. It's usually a black line like this, and they make a nest in there, okay? That is a little tiny nest. The deal with it is, if it is a vacuum line like this one right here, this line will be blocked. If it's blocked, gasoline will not go in and out. If gas goes into an empty space, air has to come out. If gas leaves an empty space, air has to come in. If the line is blocked, then you got a problem. This is something that happens every once in a while. So when you take your lines off, just either get a little air hose, or like one of these things, air compressor, blow the lines out, everything else, because this can happen. They get in here, you can spend hours and hours and hours trying to figure out what's wrong with your bike, and it's because of a blocked line like this. You wouldn't even think about it or know it unless you've seen this video. And I have seen it before. After spending hours of going through everything and finally taking the line off and found out that the one little guys in here that drive me crazy, and we don't really have them here, is they're called mud wasps. And what they do is they go in and they make a little tiny nest for their families or whatever, and it's like a little ball of glue in there. So that's my tip of the day. I'm just going to use this end right here, but I had this in my parts, and I wanted to show you what can happen if you've got some weird setup where your bike don't run, and you've got some openings like in your like the bottom here of your carburetor lines. That's my big Sudco. That's going to be a beast. But these lines right here, if they are open on one end, the little guys can get in there. They can also do it on your rear line here. This is an air tube for the transmission. So these lines have both got to be totally clear. That Sudco is cool looking. I haven't tried it yet. I think it's a 31 or 32. It's gonna be a beast. So that's my tip of the day of finding strange problems that can happen if your bike doesn't run right. Those are generally in carburetor problems where you have to have vacuum lines. Now I'm about ready to, I've made a new bottle here for my little bike, and what I found out is I was using some line, what do they call it? I was using some of this thin clear plastic line, and it kinked right in here, and so the pressure wasn't going out of the bottle. It was just building up inside, and what it did was it blew the gasket right here and started leaking really bad. So if you really, you want to do great on your engines and everything, I think it's going to be great me driving it. All winter I've been lifting weights. For an old man, I can't be 19 again, anything like that. But what I can be is the best shape that I can get into. I bought this pair body in 2001 right after the New York bombings. And I've had it built, torn apart, built, torn apart. And I finally, last September, put it together. And this is what happens when you buy quality machines that they're guaranteed for life. They're guaranteed for life. So anyway, that's my take on the day, and just want to say hello to all my friends out there in DIO Speedland, and the old man's still alive and kicking. All right.